Hello, I'm going to be talking about the episode 9 of the Serial podcast. I kind of wanted to talk about how in the beginning of the podcast, they wanted to transfer him to an adult prison because supposedly he was just being very disruptive, and they thought basically he was kind of unsavable, that he was acting out too much for him to stay at that place. They said that he has about 16 fights. I think it was six. I can't remember what six is, and then I think it said 21 menacing threats, which I'm not 100% sure. I think it's just like him trying to like fight others, like I don't know, like threats and stuff, and just being disruptive. um and something that was interesting about that was they had only reported like basically the things that Joshua had done, but they didn't take into account like how when he had thrown pee onto somebody, that it wasn't just because he was mad or upset for no reason. It was because the day before there was a kid who did that to him and who had beat him up. And it was kind of like a get back at you kind of thing. And that was the same for um I believe he like got into a fight or something, and then the day before the kid had fought him. So he's trying to defend himself. That's what his mentor would say, that at first she was like, this kid might not be savable, and like more recently he's talking about how he wants to be a better person, and how he wants to just get out of there basically and start his life. And because he it seems like he's been in some type of like confined prison all his teenage years. um and he did a lot for the police and the FBI. He gave a lot of information. He was in a lot of trials, and when it came to him, nobody showed up, nobody supported him, nobody tried to make noise for him and get justice for him, because as the host had said, it was too messy, or it just basically would have been too much work, is how she put it, how they would have saw it. And when they were talking about him going to the adult prison, he kind of was just like, at first he didn't want to go because like adult going to an adult prison for and being at a rehabilitation center is very different and very scary. You're with people who have done like really harsh crimes, and it's scary to be around those type of people. And he kind of was just asking around, and he was hearing how people are going to be in jail for another 15, 20, 16, 17 years. And he's going to maybe get about 6 to 9 years. And in his head, that doesn't sound half bad. That doesn't sound as bad as it would be if he spent like 15 years more in prison. Um, And it was just sad to see, because he had done a lot, and police want people to come forward and help with things, but then when it comes to people needing help from the police or needing support or anything like that, that's when they aren't around, basically. And yeah, that's kind of what I took. It was pretty sad. It kind of seems like they are basing how Joshua was when he first entered the facility as the same Joshua he is now as an adult. Um, but yeah, it was pretty interesting, but sad at the same time.